It started when Elias was about 5 months old. He was born as a healthy little boy, and he was full term, and the whole pregnancy was great. He developed normally, and we were just as happy as can be, the 5 of us. We were very thankful to have a healthy baby boy. When he was 5 months old, he started showing some signs of just something that made us a little concerned, I guess. He just kind of slowed down in his development. I remember specifically, like he used to sit and eat crackers. He would hold it in his hand and, put it in his mouth and eat it. And one day when we gave him his cracker, he just could not even bring it to his mouth. He kept missing his mouth, and it went on his cheek or to the side, and we kept trying, but he just couldn't do it. And there were lots of other things, too, that it just seemed like he couldn't do anymore. And he just did it a few days ago. And he used to say, ma, ma, ma. And he said, da, da. He even said, blah, blah, blah. It was the cutest thing. And he didn't do that anymore. So finally, we came into the neurology appointment. And the doctor, he asked us a bunch of questions. And I think we had waited so long that we just babbled for an hour straight. And he looked pretty concerned, and when we were done talking, he said that he thought Elias had one of the leukodystrophies, and we were like, leuko, what? We had never heard that word before. The doctor drew out some kind of picture of a brain and explained that it's a disease of the white matter of the brain, and we still didn't understand really how severe it was, but I did ask the doctor because I have some concept, I guess, of cerebral palsy. So I was like, is it like cerebral palsy? And he said, no, it's much more severe. And when the doctor said severe, to me, severe just meant one thing in my mind, and it meant that it was really bad and that it wasn't going to end well. So I just started crying, and I leaned over to Steve, and even though the doctor hadn't said anything, I just knew, like, severe is bad. And I started crying, and the doctor, I was hoping he was going to comfort me and say, oh, it's okay, it's not that bad. But instead, he went and got the tissue box for me, and I cried even harder because I just knew it was awful. I remember that day so clearly because when we went into the appointment, it was a beautiful day, sunshine like today. It was in the fall. But while we were in there, it just started pouring. And I think it rained for a week straight. It just rained and rained and rained, and that it just felt like those were my tears from the sky.
I just remember feeling from the doctor, when he told us that how severe it was, and I saw her emotions, Emma's emotions. I just had that feeling of being squashed to the ground, just feeling like you're 2 inches tall, like just all this pressure all of a sudden. The doctor told us not to go home and look stuff up on the internet, but of course, we go home and everything we read was just saying things like children live to maybe 2 years or less, and all kinds of things that aren't very fun to read.
Quickly after Elias was diagnosed, we were also connected with Starshine Hospice and Transitions program.
It changed our perspective, I guess, of how hospice and all those things work. We don't know how long we have with him, so we make the best of every day. We've always been in a perspective of kind of a day at a time, and I think that's all we can do.
I know it sounds crazy, but now it is almost like a gift because he's taught us so much about life and about love. And, I think at first when he was diagnosed, I felt like I was being punished for something. But now these days when people tell me, oh, God bless your family, I just want to tell them right back, God bless your family, because I feel like we are blessed. And I know it's hard for people to understand that, but that's just how I feel.